Howdy, howdy, howdy. Alright, this is wood fibers, and you can see the individual big strands. I've broken one off. I'm going to split some more off of here, and we're going to be looking at it today. And you're going to see why, in no way, is Devil's Tower wood. It's not a tree. These are not wood. It's the fibers that you're seeing on it are tendon fibers. They're not made of wood. And I'm going to show you a piece outside real quick and show you what we're going to have going on. So we're going to be looking at this underneath the microscope, like you are underneath the magnifying glass right now. And I'm going to take and cut some more of these off, so we're going to have these individual pieces to look at. Alright, but first let's take a look at Devil's Tower and see what the fibrils look like on it. Okay? Alright. Here's a picture of someone climbing Devil's Tower, those columns. And you see how this has got a coating on it? They have a coating. Wood fibers have none of this. They have none of this. And you're going to see that in this video. You're going to see where they have none of this. They have individual, thousands and thousands and thousands of individual fibers that make up one of these. And I'm going to show you. Here's more of it here with that coating I was telling you about that flakes off, that comes off. See it in there where it's come off? And that's a synovial membrane that keeps them from sticking together, lets them slide back and forth. And you can see it's coming off in there. Right up in there, right in through here. Okay? Wood fibers don't have this. This is part 2 of Devil's Tower, and we're going to be looking at some wood fibers to show you that this is actually tendon. This is not a tree stump. There's no root system whatsoever, and there would be a root system that would stretch way out into here to hold that up. Because if it was a tree, the roots are going to be attached because it's part of the cambium layer, which provides all the nutrients for the tree, and the cambium layer is the toughest part of the tree. That's why you always see roots on a tree attached, because it's the toughest part of the tree. We're going to be looking at why Devil's Tower is not a tree. So we're going to be looking at these individual fibers, like this one right here that you would think came off of Devil's Tower. And something I want you to notice when we look underneath the microscope and magnifying glass is you're going to see thousands of fibers running this direction on it, okay? You see none of that in Devil's Tower. You're going to see things here, there's no way it's Devil's Tower, okay? Devil's Tower is tendon fibrils. It's not wood fibers. And you're going to see, I'm going to show all the sides of this, okay? We're going to split some more off of here, and so we'll have some more of these to show. All these individual fibers, you know, just like you think are Devil's Tower, we're going to look at them. And you'll see why they're not. Devil's Tower is actually tendon fibrils. They're not wood fibers. And I'm going to show you why I say that. Okay? Alright. Let's do this. If you notice this piece of wood, all the annular growth rings. Devil's Tower has no annular growth rings. It has no cambium layer. It has no root system, and it'd have to have roots to hold it up. Big roots, otherwise it'd blow over in the wind. So we're going to be looking at this. And these big fibers, I'm going to split them off like I said, and we'll take a look at them, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've split off some more. So we've got these chunks to look at, these pieces to look at that people think are the wood fibers off of like Devil's Tower, okay? So we're going to have all these to look at. And I will show you, and you're going to see those fibers running up and down here, thousands of them running laterally up and down them that you do not see on Devil's Tower. So alright, we're ready to go here. So that's my desk right now. That's the wood on my desk. Now we're going to be looking at these fibers. So here we go, and we'll look at all the sides of it. Now, first thing I want you to notice is you see all these fibers running laterally, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of these lines. See all these lines? You see none of that on Devil's Tower. And if we roll it over, there's the side. There's one of the corners. Now we're going to roll them to the other side of it. See, this is the side, another side. This is a side view. See all them fibers running up and down here? And see all those dots? You see none of these fibers. See these fibers on the edge? See, these are actually one fiber. This big fiber I have is made up of thousands upon millions of these little fibers. So we just rolled from the edge here, and you see all those lines, those little dark lines and stuff. You see none of this on Devil's Tower. You don't see all those thousands and thousands of little fibers. See them right there? There's one sticking up right there, right in the middle of the screen. See that fiber? This whole piece is made up of millions of that little fibers. Okay? And you don't see that. Now here we're coming to this side. See all the fibers? See all these lines? You don't see any of this on Devil's Tower strands. Because Devil's Tower is, I believe, an Achilles heel, and it's tendon fibers. Nothing like this. Now let's roll it again. Now we're coming to the side, the corner. There. See all the more, see the fiber sticking up right here. See this fiber? Millions of these little fibers all stuck together, and that's what gives it support. It allows us to flex and stuff. Okay? Now you see all these lines? Thousands and thousands and thousands of these lines, and it's layer upon layer upon layer of these fibers, all laying together. Okay, looks like fuzz. See that's that one. There's one sticking up, right there in the middle of the screen. And what you have, see all these lines? Look at that. And then you got lines going across this way too, right in there, these bands. Now we're going to roll up on the other side. See, Devil's Tower looks nothing like this. There's a bunch of fibers sticking up. Oh, there's one right in front of us, see? And look at all the lines on that one that's sticking up right there. That's actually what they're made out of. This is what wood's made out of. Let's look at another strand. Here's another strand here. Same thing. See, just millions of these little fibers. See them in here? And all these lines run in this direction. You see none of these lines on Devil's Tower. None. Look at these lines right in here. You don't see any of this on Devil's Tower. None of those fibrils on Devil's Tower do you see them doing these lines. Look at all the lines. Look at all those lateral lines. You see none of this on Devil's Tower. Absolutely none. Not even one. Not even one line running lateral. But you do see a coating on Devil's Tower that's coming off. Okay, now we're on the other side of it. We just came from the corner. There's the corner. Roll it over. There you go. See all them lines? See them right there? They're really noticeable when I do that. This is what wood fibers are made out of. Cellulose fiber. Cellulose fiber. It's what they make paper out of, okay? This stuff breaks down into pulp and they make paper out of it. All those little teeny lines you see? Okay. Now we're rolling up on the other side. There's another corner we're rolling up on right there. See all those lines? Alright, we're going to stop there, I think. Well, there's another one here I can grab it. You're pretty much getting the idea now. You see the Devil's Tower is in no way is it wood. It's not a tree. It's not a tree stump. There's no cambium layer. There's no tension wood, no compression wood, no root system. There's nothing that would be for a stump or a tree. Okay, now we're rolling on the other corner here now. There you go. You see all those lines in there. There's thousands and thousands of lateral lines running that way. Devil's Tower is not a tree stump. It's not made of wood. It's tendon fibrils. See all these little hairs? That's what this whole piece is made out of, is these. All stuck together. Little burrs that hold them all together there. And cellulose fiber is what holds them together, that glues them together. It's what they make paper out of, like I just said. You can see those little hairs right there. This whole thing is made out of that. See these hairs in here? See all these little fibers? And they all run this direction? Okay. That's what this whole thing's made out of. Alright, so I've proved my point. Now, if you don't agree with me, You do a video, link me to your video, give me your evidence where it's not. Prove to me Devil's Tower looks like this. Okay? Alright, thank you. Have a blessed day. Thank you for watching.